Welcome back to Story Bypass, the channel where we dive into the fascinating tales from history and bring them to life. Today, we have an intriguing figure to explore: Ferdinand Marcos. Known for his controversial presidency in the Philippines, Marcos left a lasting impact on the country. Join me as we journey through the life and times of this influential leader. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any of our captivating stories. Now, let's get started. Ferdinand Marcos, a legacy of power and controversy. Ferdinand Emmanuel Ederlin Marcos was born on September 11, 1917, in Sarat, Ilocos Norte, a province in the northern Philippines. His political career began when he was elected to the Philippine House of Representatives in 1949. Marcos quickly rose through the ranks, serving as Senate President and eventually becoming the 10th President of the Philippines in 1965. As President, Marcos implemented numerous policies and initiatives that aimed to transform the Philippines. Let's delve into some of the key aspects of his presidency. Infrastructure development. One of the major focuses of Marcos's administration was infrastructure development. Under his leadership, ambitious projects were launched, including the construction of highways, bridges, and public buildings. The most notable achievement was the Bataan nuclear power plant, which, despite being controversial and never fully operational, remains a symbol of Marcos's vision for progress. However, while these projects aimed to modernize the country, they also contributed to the growing national debt, which became a significant issue during Marcos's presidency. Martial law. Perhaps the most controversial aspect of Ferdinand Marcos's presidency was the declaration of martial law in 1972. Citing growing civil unrest and the threat of communism, Marcos suspended civil liberties, shut down media outlets, and imprisoned political opponents. The implementation of martial law was met with widespread opposition and human rights abuses. Thousands were subjected to torture, forced disappearances, and extrajudicial killings. It was a dark period in Philippine history that still echoes today. Economic policies and cronyism. While Marcos touted economic progress during his presidency, critics argue that his economic policies favored a small elite, including his cronies. This led to widespread corruption and inequality. Marcos's wife, Imelda Marcos, also played a prominent role in his administration. Known for her extravagant lifestyle, she amassed a vast collection of jewelry and artwork, symbolizing the lavishness associated with the Marcos regime. The ill-gotten wealth accumulated by the Marcos family became a significant issue after their downfall, with efforts to recover stolen assets ongoing to this day. People power, revolution, and exile. The Marcos regime came to an end in 1986 through the People Power Revolution, a peaceful mass movement that brought together millions of Filipinos in protest. The pressure from the people and the withdrawal of support from key allies forced the Marcos family into exile in Hawaii. The fall of Marcos marked a turning point in Philippine history, signifying the power of collective action and the desire for democracy. Legacy and aftermath. The legacy of Ferdinand Marcos continues to shape the Philippines even after his exile. Let's explore the impact and aftermath of his presidency. After leaving the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos lived in exile in Hawaii until his death in 1989. However, the controversy surrounding his rule did not end with his departure. The Marcos family faced numerous lawsuits and legal battles, both in the Philippines and internationally, regarding their ill-gotten wealth and human rights abuses. In 1991, the Philippine government established the Presidential Commission on Good Government (PCGG) to recover the stolen assets of the Marcos family. Over the years, the PCGG has made significant progress in reclaiming some of the wealth acquired through corruption. The recovery efforts have resulted in the return of billions of dollars worth of assets to the Philippines, although the process is ongoing and complex. Historical perspectives. Ferdinand Marcos's presidency remains a topic of intense debate among historians, scholars, and the Filipino people. Different perspectives emerge when examining his time in power. Supporters of Marcos argue that his administration brought stability and economic growth to the Philippines. They point to the infrastructure projects, agricultural reforms, and increased foreign investments as evidence of his positive contributions. On the other hand, critics emphasize the human rights abuses, corruption, and inequality that characterized Marcos's regime. They highlight the suffering of those affected by martial law and the negative long-term consequences of his policies. It is important to recognize that history is complex, and different viewpoints can coexist. The study and interpretation of Ferdinand Marcos's presidency continue to evolve. As new information information emerges and perspectives are refined. Lessons learned. The story of Ferdinand Marcos offers valuable lessons for both present and future generations. It serves as a reminder of the importance of democracy, human rights, and transparency in governance. The dark chapter of martial law demonstrates the dangers of unchecked power and the need for strong institutions that safeguard the rights and freedoms of the people. Additionally, the efforts to recover the stolen wealth of the Marcos family highlight the significance of accountability and the pursuit of justice. Ultimately, the story of Ferdinand Marcos serves as a cautionary tale, urging us to remain vigilant and active in upholding the values that form the foundation of a just and democratic society. And that concludes our journey through the life and times of Ferdinand Marcos. His presidency was marked by both achievements and controversies, leaving an indelible mark on the Philippines. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Story Bypass. If you found this exploration of Ferdinand Marcos's presidency informative, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories from history. Until next time, keep exploring the untold stories that shape our world.